Hello all. Children, today I am going to discuss active and passive voice. Okay? You must know what are transitive and intransitive verb before we start with this concept of active and passive voice. Children, verbs are what? They are the action words. Okay? The words that show some actions. Okay? So those verbs which are followed by any object. Okay, for example, I will explain you with an example like the baby is sleeping on the bed. Okay, here the verb is sleeping. Okay, some action is going on. So where the baby is sleeping? The baby is sleeping on the bed. Okay, so bed is here the object. Okay, so sleeping is a verb and it is followed by the object bed here. Okay, so this verb sleeping is the transitive verb because it is followed by an object. Okay, intransitive verb, if I simply say the baby is sleeping, okay, so it is not followed by any object here, or the boy is eating. Okay, so here eating, after that there is no object, so eating and the baby is sleeping, if we simply say like that, then this verb sleeping and eating are intransitive verbs as they are not followed by any object. Okay, now coming to the concept of active and passive voice. Okay, you have and you must know that in a sentence there are subjects. Okay, the subject that performs any action. Okay, that we denote by the verb. For example, the boy is flying a kite. Okay, here the boy is the subject. Okay, and it is performing the action that is denoted by the verb flying. Okay, the boy is flying a kite. इसका मतलब कि जो बॉय है वो यहाँ पे सब्जेक्ट है और जो काम, जो क्रिया, जो वर्ब द्वारा डिनोट किया जा रहा है वो कौन परफॉर्म कर रहा है? वो सब्जेक्ट परफॉर्म कर रहा है. ओके, सो जब कोई सेंटेंस जिसमें सब्जेक्ट इज द परफॉर्मर ऑफ द एक्शन डिनोटेड बाय द वर्ब, such type of sentences are said to be in active voice. Okay, they are said to be active voice. The boy is flying a kite, or the boy flies a kite. वो kite is an object here. वो kite कौन fly कर रहा है? कर रहा है the boy. Okay, so the boy is doing that action. Okay, so this is called as the sentence is said to be in active voice. Okay, now if I say like this, a kite is being flown by the boy. तो here what happens? Here the subject, जो boy था, जो subject था, it is acted upon by the verb. It means वो जो subject है, okay, now it has taken the place of the object and the object here is in the place of the subject, means the subject is now acted upon by the verb. Okay, so such sentences are said to be in passive voice. And remember children, I have seen that children, when they change active voice into passive voice, they change the tense as well. No, we don't have to change the tense. If the active voice is in present tense or present continuous tense or is in present perfect tense, we need to follow the same tense. We don't have to change the tense of the sentence. Okay, it happens that the subject, as the subject becomes the object in the passive voice, so the singular or the plural, that is the helping verbs, can change. Okay, that I'm going to explain here. Okay, I'm going to explain you one by one each and every tense, how we change the simple present and the active voice in simple present tense, how we can change it into passive voice when it is in simple present tense or present continuous tense, so you can understand the rules also. Okay, as we have gone through the formats of the tenses, in the same we have got some formats of active and passive voice that I am going to explain through examples. Okay, so children, here first, when the active voice is in simple present tense, means the sentence that is in active voice, it is in, we have to change it into passive voice, and this active voice is in simple present tense. For example, the boy eats an apple. Okay, so children, here the boy is the subject. Okay, eats is the verb, and an apple is the object here. Okay, so here the boy is performing this action of eating. The boy eats an apple. Okay, now we have to change it into passive voice. So how to change it into passive voice? Okay, I told you, now this object will take the place of this subject. Okay, so it is an apple. Okay, a single apple is there, so an apple. Okay, in the passive voice, always remember we have to use the third form, that is the participle form of this verb. We always use the third form of the verb in the passive voice. So an apple is singular here, so an apple is, and what is the third form of the verb eat? It is eat, ate, eaten. Okay, so we have to write an apple is eaten by the boy. By the boy. Okay, so in passive voice we have to write like this is the object. Okay, is or are plus third form of the verb plus by, and the subject, which was the subject in the active voice, now became the object. Okay, so you can write the format as like this only, so that you should not be confused. Okay, now children, an apple is eaten by the boy. If it would have been like this, the boy eats apples. Okay, तो यहाँ पे या boys eat apples. Okay, for example, if the active voice was like that, boys eat apples. यहाँ पे boys are in plural form. ठीक है, वो क्या खा रहे हैं? Apples खा रहे हैं. Okay, so ये आपका plural form में है. Both the subject and the object is they are in plural form. So how you will convert into passive voice? It would have been apples are. Okay, because now the object here is in plural form, so we don't have to use is here. Okay, so this helping verb is or are will change accordingly. Okay, according to the object. Okay, if the object is in singular form, it will be is. If it is in plural form, we have to use are. Okay, so apples are eaten by boys. Okay, so here if the active voice is in simple present tense, you have to follow this rule. Now this object will take the subject's place plus is or are plus verb's third form plus by plus the subject. Okay, And children, hope you understood this concept of active and passive voice, and in my coming videos I am going to make you understand the how to change the active voice which are given in another tenses like in present continuous, present perfect, how to change them, okay, in the passive voice. Okay, so if you are okay and fine with the explanation, then don't forget to like my videos, and if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, then kindly do the needful. Thank you.